Hey Candeo, it's Todd. Joel asked me to do a video on raising up leaders in a connection group context. You've heard a lot about love God, love people, make disciples, but we're also all about reaching, raising, and releasing the next generation of leaders in the church. And that happens a lot in the Salt Company context. Stan's doing an awesome job of raising those people up to lead well in the context that God's placed them. But I also want to see this take place in the connection group context, and that's something Joel and I were talking about. He asked me to do a video about. Something I'm trying in my group is I have my apprentice who leads, in that kind of 3-1-1 ratio of 3 times I lead, he leads once, and then social. But I'm also trying to raise up other men in my connection group and teach them how to lead and give them the chance to kind of flex those muscles and exercise that opportunity. And how I'm doing that is I've asked 3 guys in my group if they would be up for leading one question in group. And what that means is I've asked them to take good notes on Sunday and then email or text me the question that they would ask the group based on their experience and having been under me leading, and also just from them listening to the message and what kind of questions would they want to ask the group to challenge people to love God and love people. And so it's a safe environment for them. They get to come up with a question, they get to bounce it off me, we get to dialogue about that. And then when connection group comes, I turn them loose and say, all right, they're going to lead through this question, and then they get to present their question to the group and lead the discussion through that. And then once that's done, I get to just take the baton right from them and lead the rest of the group. So it's safe for them. It's an exciting chance for them to kind of get to lead and get their feet wet in that, to kind of see what we do in leading group every week. And it's fun for me to get to see what they come up with and to get to see the group respond to them and see them interact in kind of that leadership capacity and see how that works. Because some of these people may be future connection group leaders. That would be awesome. But these men are going to lead women and children, and they're going to be leaders in their workplace. And so I want to see men grow and raised up in that capacity so that they can really lead well and be confident in that, lead Bible studies around the dinner table at home and sit with their kids and pray with them at night, and just know how to dialogue and lead people through spiritual formation and growth, and that they would be leaders in that regard. And so, yeah, I want to know what you guys are doing in your groups. I'm anxious for any ideas. I want to see men raised up, and I'm willing to steal the best ideas that you guys come up with and use them in my group. So maybe comment in the area below. Tell me what you're doing to raise up men in your group. How are you identifying people, giving them a chance to get their feet wet? And we're not just talking about people who you think could ever lead a connection group. We're talking about people who are going to lead by when they get married, and they're going to lead when they have children. So we need to figure out ways to teach these guys and to equip them to lead in the capacity that God is going to put them in, the context where they will find themselves by His grace. So put some comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas.